Hi everyone, it's Dr. Shalini Bhat from the Movement Boutique. In this video, I wanted to talk about something we all experience but don't always talk about: stress. We're going to be discussing how to identify and manage stress using natural solutions. We often underestimate the power of stress. We like to see stress as natural and sometimes even productive when we need to get things done. But the positive effects of stress, like goal orientation, motivation, and even intensified memory or cognitive responses, are most beneficial in small doses. Many of us have built up tolerances to living with constant, heightened stress levels, and the temptation to see this as a positive or heroic trait has reduced our natural desire to respond to it. Instead of recognizing and reacting to the core fight or flight survival response that stress provides, many of us function with heightened stress for long durations of time without realizing that living under continued high stress can have dire health consequences. Let's take a look at how stress works. You've probably heard this before, and you've certainly felt it: the pounding heart, the rushing sounds in your ears, and an acute and intense desire for action when something has caught you completely off guard. When your brain perceives some kind of stress, be it your move in a tennis match, a heated argument, or stepping off a busy street, it starts producing an influx of adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol. This flood of chemicals produces a variety of reactions to respond to the stress: increased heart rate, increased blood pressure, and an acute focus on taking whatever action is necessary to stay safe. Stress can be brought on by a variety of internal and external factors, and it can be a very healthy reaction and necessary to maintain our survival. It's when you remain in a state of chronic stress for prolonged periods of time that the effects of stress on your system can become a real medical problem and affect the things we value in our life, such as our relationships, our work, and our family life. So how much stress is too much stress? Life events, changes in lifestyle, work, family, or even shifting responsibilities such as child or parent care, relationships, and work can directly affect feelings of overwhelm. When the amount on our plate reaches a place of critical mass, we experience overwhelm. That experience can present itself in many ways that signify stress. Emotional stressors like these that remain for a period of weeks, months, or even years can become detrimental to your immune system and your overall health. Being able to recognize our own stress signals is the first step to finding ways to cope with stress and dissipate it, to return to a healthy state that will enable you to work through the demands placed on you. So how do we recognize the stress responses? There are many ways that stress expresses itself. While some might be more familiar to you than others, a person can experience some or all of these at different times, but multiplied sources of ongoing stress can lead to larger health issues. If chronic stress is not dealt with effectively, it can become debilitating, leading to an inability of what we want to do most: thrive at work and in life with our family and friends. Being able to recognize the sensations of stress is the first step to being able to discuss them with your practitioner and your personal health team. Then they can help you find effective ways to cope with stress effectively. Stress can feel like frantic energy or restlessness, fatigue, trouble sleeping, or even trouble staying awake, digestive issues, changes in appetite, cravings, over or under eating, change in the use of addictive substances such as alcohol, tobacco, drugs, or even sugar, inability to concentrate or complete tasks, a lack of motivation, depression, or sadness, an increased frequency of colds or other illnesses like autoimmune disease flares, heightened anger, irritability, impatience, or anxiety, headaches, migraines, body aches, inability to catch your breath or even panic attacks, change in sex drive or social withdrawal, or just general feelings of being burnt out. Now, if this sounds like me, the next question: what should I do? First, know that everyone experiences high stress at one time or another. You are not alone. Second, understand that stress is manageable. And at the Movement Boutique, we have curated many tests, tools, and biohacks to help hone in on treatments and actions that will support you in managing your stress. There's no need to wait until stress is overwhelming to start practicing stress management techniques. In fact, the Mayo Clinic recommends including a few key practices to help manage everyday stress, so that if major stress should arise, you'll have a few great tools already in your toolbox. Some people find great benefit in deep breathing, gentle yoga, light stretching, meditation, journaling, and exercising regularly. However, with that exercise comes limiting cardio because this can signal a high cortisol response. We also find people benefit a lot by avoiding screen time at least 2 hours before bed for a higher quality of sleep. Now, ultimately, we want to let the mind and body work together. Let's remember that stress starts in the brain and then exhibits itself in the body. It is not a form of weakness. Rather, it's a normal psychological and physical response to situations that require our attention. And the way that we can best manage stress is by paying attention and caring for the mind as well as the body holistically. Some potential stress management and diagnostic tools our practitioners might suggest include a complete functional medicine workup, which includes adrenal and comprehensive sex hormone profiles, acupuncture and fascial release treatments, methods of identifying and eliminating the stressors, natural, non-addictive sleep training, or natural nutritional supplements such as magnesium bisglycinate, B vitamins, or adrenal support such as adaptogenic supplements like ashwagandha, ginseng, licorice root, rhodiola, or schisandra. It's never too early to start learning how to identify and cope better with stress. After all, life is full of surprises, and sometimes stress is a part of that. Have you ever tried any of these stress management tools? Which ones have worked best for you? Which new ones will you try? The Movement Boutique practitioners are here to help you. If you find that your stress management toolkit isn't as effective as it once was, please call us. We'd love to support you to taking your wellness to the next level.